Howdy folks, welcome back to Chopper's Rusty Customs. Well, we're back for another installment of my rusting series. So this will be video number 4, but only the third video of me actually doing the rusting. The first was the startup to let you know what I was doing. So now we're going to move on. We're going to be using the moccasin tan, which is basically the last color for this series. That'll make it rub out a little bit more, define the rust, make it look a little bit more real. But just because this is the last color of this series, I do have a few other ones that I plan on doing after I'm done with all of these. So I'm going to try and remember to put the links to the last 2 videos in the description of this one. I forgot last week when I did it to put it in, so I'll put all 3 in this one today. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust the camera so we can get going on this next part. See you then. Howdy y'all, welcome back. So we're going to start off with, this is the moccasin tan that I use for the 3rd coat. So we'll get this shook up some there. And it don't take a whole lot. I just put a little bit in there. I've got my board that assists me with my dry brushing. And this is kind of where we're at with where we're going with the rust so far. So it's looking pretty good. So we're just going to do kind of like we did last week. Get a little paint on our brush. And we're just going to come in and start feathering it in. So we can get it kind of worked together. And I kind of, with each of the 2 layers after the dark umber, burnt umber, there it is. I try and come up just a little ways into the last color and start working it out. That way you kind of got a little bit of an overlay. You're still building a little bit of texture. And it starts to work on making it look a little rustier, a little drier. And then we go over to the same thing on the fender and just kind of start working it down. And it starts to really look good in my opinion. But like I've said a couple times already, there's no right or wrong way to do rust. There's no stamp out there that'll stamp out your rust for you or make it look how you want to. You have to do it how you see it and like it. The other thing is you got to remember the weather in your area. You know, some areas they rust from the top down, some rust from the bottom up. It really, really depends on the weather you're in. You know, I would suggest if you know where there's an old rusty car, truck, trailer, it doesn't really matter. To go and kind of look at the different colors, the textures, and stuff like that. Maybe take a few pictures to take home so that when you get ready to start doing your rusting, you can see the colors that rust in your area. See whether it's bottom to top or top to bottom. It really depends on what you're into. Plus, I spend a lot of time on Google looking up whatever model of car I'm going to build for pictures that show me where the rust is at, and it also helps me be able to figure out, am I doing a full rust job? Am I just going to do like I've done on this 56, a little on the roof, the fenders, if this had been a fully painted car, I'd have went back and did some work on the fins and stuff like this. It's just to show you guys what's going on. But I'm not going to keep this one very long either, so I can get it set up and posted. So next Friday we'll be starting on a new style of rusting. So until we see you then, have a great weekend, y'all. And remember, rust in peace.